hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I've now listened to two different psychics who have predicted that Andrew is actually going to have an early demise, and it won't be a pretty death. Not that there is one. I mean, there are preferred, right? Just fall asleep and never wake up at a good old age. But apparently it's going to be somewhat violent, whether it's at his own violence or somebody else. Andrew has lots of enemies. We can't forget that. He's made lots and he knows too much. And, interesting, you think about it. To me, this is proof. The fact that Megan and Andrew and Sarah are still walking the face of the earth is undisputed proof that they did not take out Diana, that it was an accident, because what those three have done is 10 times worse than anything Diana would have done. And so if they had the power to erase somebody, I mean, they wouldn't make it look like an accident, right? Heart attack, all kinds of things, right? Accidental poisoning, cancer. So to me, that the fact that they are still walking around, and you cannot tell me that the royal family only knows just right now how deep Andrew and Sarah are. They know everything. And Megan, why is she like what she's doing to the royal family, what she's doing to Harry and Harry's doing to himself? Wouldn't that be convenient for something to happen there, and then that would explain all the children away too, right? Phoenix, time flies. That picture reminds me of Charles. So let's do the destiny. Andrew's destiny: 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. I know a lot of people think that Diana, that was a hit. I did too for the longest time. And then you kind of start looking at the evidence. I think it's a part of it is that you just don't want to believe she's gone. Okay, Andrew, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year destiny. Shooting star. Yeah, there's a star. Gone. Pegasus, that flying the coop in 5 years. In 10 years, the fellowship. Would he be, if he's still alive? I think he might come back in 10 years. Bliss. Lady Summer in 5 years. Phoenix, look at the Phoenix showed up again. One year, the dragon. 5 years, the elder. And in 10 years, kissed. Okay. I think that, what's the underlying here? Road to nowhere. Well, we know that for Andrew. I think that I'm going to say that in 1 year, the whole brouhaha will be much diminished. And I think a part of that is when they go move away and lay low. Not that people are going to forget about it. It's just nobody's going to want to talk about it. It's going to be old news, right? And I think that's what's happening in the next year. I mean, as shooting stars is out, right? That shooting star, you see it. It's a split second and then it dissipates and you can't see it anymore. It's out. And I think this bliss here is like where they go to lay low. And, these dragons, I think he's still going to have to fight some of these things. You know what I'm seeing with this dragon here? William, he's the Prince of Wales right now, isn't he? And what's on their flag? A dragon. I think in the next year, it's going to be William and Andrew. William and Andrew. And that, I think that has a lot to do with Charles passing away and William becoming king. And William's going to tell Andrew where and when he can be in the UK. In 5 years, I think that this, I know this is Andrew's reading. I actually think that in 5 years, Sarah will be a widow. And we'll be talking more about Sarah and the girls. And the Pegasus here, I think we'll be talking about Sarah and the girls in 5 years. I think in 10 years, because this kiss and this phoenix, well, the phoenix rises from the dead, right? And the fellowship here, these are elementals, and they're not seen. So he's not seen. And there he is. And even this kiss is I'm getting a memorial for him. Something in memorial or memoriam. I'm getting that in 5 years we'll be talking about Sarah and the girls. And he's gone. He's transmuted. And Lady Summer, that's Beatrice. We'll be talking about Beatrice and Sarah. I don't think we'll be talking about Andrew. Road to nowhere. He's on the road to nowhere. Guardian of the Books is the next card. That's almost Eugenie. Yeah, and she's the second daughter. This will affect Eugenie more so than Sarah or Beatrice. And Eugenie looks like her dad. She really does. All right. Okay. So that's what these cards are saying. Let's see where Sarah is. 1, 5, and 10 years. Sarah, 1, 5, and 10 years. I don't like predicting someone's death, but I just felt like, let's see why 2 separate psychics who don't know each other. I don't think they listen to each other or follow each other. They both said they don't see Andrew living much longer, and that it's somewhat of a disturbing death. So that tells me like either an accident or a takeout, right? He knows so much. He knows too much. And maybe that's, staying on Windsor, he has more interlude. Sarah's going to go quiet too. Go quietly into that dark night. 1, 5, 10 years for Sarah, please. Hero. I just realized I didn't check the other one. Review. Yeah, she's going to go quiet. The hero. Oh, she's got 2 heroes here. She's got 2 heroes here. So she's going to have 2 different men. So I'm going to say this next year, she is with Andrew. By year 10, she's with somebody else. The gatekeeper. Sinking ship. Sinking ship. Road to nowhere. Interesting. Time flies. Treasure. Oh, she's got the phoenix as well. And what's the underlying? Castle. Locked away in her castle. Okay, so for example, and this is interesting because this is a timing card. I think I'm still not sure that they're going to go together. I think they're going to be in 2 different places. They may start off together, but I'm getting that after maybe 2 or 3 months, she goes somewhere else and opens up another door. In 5 years, I'm looking and I see that almost as an urn. And this would be Beatrice, sinking ship and review. She definitely gets a review of her life, and whatever's left of her royal life is completely gone. So, especially Andrew passes away and she has zero connection to the royal family except through her daughters. And if they're still with the royal family, we'll do them in a moment. But here I'm getting really strong that it'll be within 5 years. Here's Beatrice holding an urn, but we're talking about Sarah. Because Sarah also has the Phoenix card and the road to nowhere and the hero. So does she go with Andrew? Are they in a car accident, airplane crash? But we did see Sarah at the 5-year mark. Let's see, in 10 years, Sarah will be 75. Well, she has had cancer, right? Twice. Let's check and see Beatrice, 1, 5, and 10 years. 1, 5, and 10 years. Rises from the ashes. Rises from the ashes. Maybe in that 10-year mark, because they both had it, perhaps the girls do something, make a memorial or something. All right, Beatrice. Shooting star. She's going to go dark. Lady Spring, the dream catcher. Oh, that Lady Spring is Eugenie. Accepting the quest. Castle. Butterfly queen. She's going to transform herself. Hero. Resolve. Dreams. Word on wing. Okay, I think that I'm going to say that Beatrice she's going to do whatever she is asked of her. Whatever her dad asks of her. Stay back in the UK and hold the fort kind of thing. Or, whatever William wants you to do, and keep the York name above water. And I think, but she's going to do it very quietly in the background. She's just going to do whatever is asked of her. She's going to be the good girl. And then I think in 5 years, this is Eugenie's going to be a big part, and resolve. Resolve. Interesting, we have 2 swords here. I think in 5 years for Beatrice, to her, that's enough time that goes by. I think perhaps they come out of their castle, meaning they come out from darkness and come forward again, her and Eugenie. And then in 10 years, she's a completely different person, dream catcher. And I think that she's transformed her life, the butterfly queen here. Interesting, we have queen. And she's living more of a life of her dreams. Word on wing. I think actually, you know what? I think we're going to see Beatrice write a book. That's writing a book. Word on wing. or having a vlog or something. I actually think she's going to write on her perspective, especially if both of her parents are gone in 10 years. I think we might see Beatrice write a book about what it was like growing up with her parents, with the Queen. By then, we'll have a new king. I could actually see her doing it properly, though, like really true. No, nothing like what Harry did. Nothing sensational. I think she's thinking of writing a book about all of it. You know, about her life. In 10 years, she'll be in her 40s. Gee, she'll be close. She'll be 40 in 10 years. Wow. She'll be close to almost 50. So yeah, I can see her writing a book about everything that she went through with her family and about wherever, you know, how she had to hold down the fort. Or like maintain the royal part of it, and she might even be the spokesperson for the family, which is usually a older daughter. It automatically falls to the oldest child anyways, right? Eugenie, where's Eugenie in all of this? 1, 5, and 10 years. One, 5, and 10 years for Eugenie. 1, 5, 10 years for Eugenie. Interlude, so she's going to go quiet. Lady Spring, there she is. Butterfly Queen. She's gonna take this year to go quiet, but transform herself. So perhaps at the end of the year, we see somebody who is, I don't know, more confident, claiming her name. I'm hearing that. I'm claiming my name. But transformed in some way. Maybe humble. The elder, there's Sarah. Sarah, accepting the quest. Conflict. I did it different. You know, it's interesting. Everyone asks me like why I put things out or whatever. I'm almost in I don't want to say a trance, but a lot of times, like my hand just guides what the universe wants to do. Sometimes I lay out this way, sometimes I lay out that way. And this time, this is new. I usually don't do this. Oh, downfall, 10 years. Kissed in 10 years. Guardian of the books. What's underlying here? Union. Do we see, I should have actually, do you think that Beatrice and Eugenie have a big falling out? They have a big falling out, but in 10 years, they get back together. And here's the book again. I think they're going to write a book together. I honestly do. I think in 10 years, I think after their mother passes away, look at that. The clock agrees with me. After their father and their mother pass away, I think these two are going to get together and write a book like Growing Up Princess or Princess of the House of Windsor or something. Mountbatten Windsor Princesses or something like that. I believe, yeah, 2 princes, 2 princesses the Queen had, right? Charles had 2 boys. Anne's children aren't titled. Andrew's are titled. And Edward's aren't titled. So 2 princes, 2 princesses the Queen had for grandchildren. I think these two girls are going to, in 10 years from now, they're going to be writing a book together, or ghost writing or whatever. I think there's going to be a big fallout with the girls, and then they get back together eventually. It might have something to do with perhaps Eugenie is like, I'm not hiding. You guys go enjoy your hiding. I'm not hiding. I got places to be, things to do. I've got young children. I'm not hiding. I'll step away, let everything calm down. Absolutely. I don't want questions either. But you know what? I'm coming out. Enough, probably around her birthday. She'll probably say, I'm not doing this. This is me. I'm coming. I want to be able to go take my kids to a show or do this or do that. Interesting. When I did that reading, Eugenie is going to support her mother, and her mother here showed up. And yet for Beatrice, her mother didn't show up. And on Andrew's, Sarah is right here too. So something does happen in 5 years that Sarah's very prominent. And I can only imagine that would probably be part of it, of, the grieving widow-ish, right? Because unless they get married, and that's why I'm saying it. Yeah, so there you go. 1, 5, and 10 years for the orcs. And now we wait. Thanks so much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.